Hello everyone, welcome to Divine and Wild Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over what are all the great things being said about you. If you're totally new to this channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. I am an energy reader and this channel is all about tarot readings, channeled messages, and connecting with the divine. So consider subscribing. If you're totally new to pick a card specific videos, all you have to do is pick a number between 1, 2, or 3, or you can look over here and pick a pile between number 1 over here, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Once you've chosen your number, go down to the description box below and click on the timestamp correlating to the number that you chose, and that's where your reading will start today. And without further ado, let's start with pile number 1. Hey pile number 1, how are we all doing today? Let's take a look at what are all the amazing, great things being said about you. If you want a private reading, you can find that in my Etsy link in the description box below. If you want to check out my custom paintings and my online art gallery, you can check that out in the description box below as well. Pile number 1. What are all the great things being said about you? I feel like you naturally have a, okay. You're a very sensitive person, but in the best way possible. I feel like when people tune into your energy and they are interacting with you, they feel like they can trust you for some reason. They feel like they can, they feel like there's this level of authenticity when it comes to you, so they don't feel like they need to put their guard up. People feel like you're super kind and caring when it comes to your friends. When it comes to your coworkers, people feel like you're super dedicated and you're really hardworking and you're determined and you are dedicated to your goals and your mission. When it comes to your family, I feel like people can see how sensitive you are and how much you feel, and because of how much you can empathize with others, that's why people feel like they feel like you just care so much, and it's that nurturing energy that you bring to the table that leaves an amazing impression on people. And with that, because you have that depth within you and that authenticity in you, people feel like they, when they think about you and when they speak about you, people quite admire you actually, and they feel like you're able to get anything you want. They feel like whatever you have talked about in the past that you wanted, you are slowly getting them or have already gotten them. Everything that you've said you've ever wanted, you have already gotten it, or you're on the progress of getting it. No one ever doubts you. The great things being said about you is that people think you can get whatever you want. And so you over here minding your own business, and I feel like a lot of you get really, what's the word? You sink into your emotions and get lost in the rabbit hole of your emotions from time to time. But people don't see that. People see, yeah, you do get sad sometimes, but at the same time, it's such a strength in you. The point I'm trying to get at is your sensitivity and your ability to feel so much emotion is a strength in you, and people see that strength that you have. And that level of vulnerability, authenticity, and the way you express yourself is really powerful. When you say something, when you talk about something, people do truly listen. And there are so many lives that you have changed just by being you. And sure, the people see the sensitivity in you, people see the creativity in you, people see the empathy in you, but at the same time, with that, you hold a lot of strength. You hold a lot of inner power. It's this like soft but hard nature. It's this soft but strong nature that you have that people admire so much, because, you know, there's so many walks of life on this earth, and there are so many people that are, you know, maybe jaded. They're either too soft and sensitive and they let people walk over them all the time. And then there's some people that are super jaded and they are hard-shelled and they are completely closed up. They don't let anyone in and they're cold. And when it comes to you, it's interesting because you have both sides of that coin, where you are soft and gentle and you like to please people and you nurture people and you care about people. But at the same time, you're also strong and you put up your shield or your guard up when you need to. You're more selective. You're warm and you're fuzzy and you are loving when it comes to people that you can trust. And people could see that you have that control over yourself. You know, some people can't control that they're completely guarded now or jaded, and some people can't control, they just don't understand that they're being people pleasers or being too soft. Whereas in your case, you have the absolute most perfect balance when it comes to your way of being. You are strong, but at the same time, you're loving and caring. So people love that balance and their experience of you, that you have that be the hunter, not the hunted. So that tells me you guys are not in that victim mentality at all anymore. Maybe you guys once upon a time were. I know I definitely was at one point, letting everyone walk all over me because, you know, you just want to be nice. What's wrong with being nice? And what's wrong with making other people happy? But the thing is, we all learn at some point in life, everyone learns that you have to take care of yourself fully before you can even begin to take care of someone else. So in your case, people can see that you've already gone through those evolutions of life where you stand your ground. You stand your ground and you are the hunter and not the hunted, which means you guys go after what you want and you will love who you want to love. And that's the end of the story. There's no swaying you. There's no influencing you. There's nothing that will get past what you know is true for yourself. And people admire the heck out of that. And that's one of the nice things that are being said about you, is that people respect you in that way. People know that they can't basically mess with you, pile number ones, that they can't push you around, and there's nothing that they can do or say to trick you, I guess. You know, you see through people's BS and you're not going to take anyone's ish for anything. And you can see when there's a snake in the grass. You can see when someone's trying to be a little bit slimy, and you can just literally see through everything. Once you walk in the room, once you're talking to someone, and once you've felt the vibes out, once you've felt people's energy, you can tell if you can trust them or not. And people can tell that you can tell. Pile number one, look at this. I have used this deck so many times and I can never receive this card. So it says here, receiving. And so that tells me again, this is the same message that's being repeated at this point. But you guys are able to powerfully stand your ground, and you trust that life always works in your favor. And you're just here to receive things from the universe. And people know that karma is on your side and spirit is on your side. And people don't dare to mess with you because they understand that karma truly is a nasty thing if you, I guess, don't do the honest thing. You have seeing the true you, which is so perfect for this whole message, because what was I saying about you being so authentic? Like, this is this like naked lady just laying over this couch thing, and she's over this pond or this lake, and she's just so relaxed. All the great things being said about you is that you are confident, you're strong, you're caring, you're nurturing, you're loving, but at the same time, you just trust everything is working out in your favor, and things actually do work out in your favor. And people take notes when they witness you, when they look at you, when they see how you do things at work, when the way you love people, the way you interact with your friends, people are taking notes. mental notes whenever they watch you, because you're really doing life in a very admirable way where you're charismatic, you're good at connecting with people. At the same time, when someone is saying something wrong or when someone is doing you wrong, you know how to stand your ground very fast. And people know that they can't get past you when it comes to any of the BS that some people like to pull, essentially. I think you know what I'm trying to say here. You have this energy and this aura of strength and wisdom. I see wisdom in you. People feel like you have gone through a lot in life, and so you know a lot, and you know how to deal with things a lot. And people feel like things naturally come to you because you're a good person, and good things always happen to good people, and people feel that about you. And you're absolutely gorgeous as well. I feel like when it comes to shallow aesthetics and vanity, I feel like people see you as an incredibly beautiful individual. And some people cannot help but to stare at you sometimes, because not only is your energy really beautiful and real and authentic and genuine, it's like your bone structure, or I feel your eyes, or your something about your face that is just really alluring for some people, for many people actually. So but the main thing about you, pile number one, is the energy that you hold. It's very strong and it's very powerful, and you light up the room wherever you go, and you do make an effect on people's lives wherever you go. Your intentions and the way you are as a person is very impactful to where, even when you go to the grocery store, even when you're just walking down the street, I feel like when people notice you, they are taken aback and they are affected positively by your existence, if you know what I mean. You have, let's see. All right. I think this will be the last card because your message is very clear. Softly, softly, the tender touch. What was I saying? You guys, right at the start of this reading, you know, you have that emotion in you. You have that huge emotional, soft, loving, nurturing, caring body within you that people can feel. It's soft, but it's strong. It's like that Cancerian type energy where it's so lovely to experience. At the same time, when you guys want to get things done, you really do get it done. And when you care about someone or something, you really care about that someone or something. So beautiful energy you guys have, pile number one. I am so honored to have read for you. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two. What is going on today? How are we all doing? If you're looking for private readings, you can find my Etsy link in the description box below. And if you want to check out my custom paintings and my art gallery, online art gallery, you can check that out in the description box below as well. So let's look at what are all the great things being said about you, pile number two. Let's get into it. Miracles. Okay. You guys are very powerful manifestors. All the magical things seems to happen to you and only you, and people wonder, why are you so lucky? Why are you so colorful? How did you become so confident in yourself? How are you so charismatic? Why are you such a social chameleon? How did you learn these skills? People think you're such a magical being, and people think that you are highly admirable when it comes to the workplace, and somehow you guys seem to get it all done, even when it seems impossible to get it all done. You're like that, you know, you don't have to be a mom, but this energy reminds me of a mom that has like 5 kids or something, and a full-time job, and a happy husband, and owns houses, and you somehow have this big lavish life, and you just are able to be on top of things, and everything is just working out in your favor. You guys remind me of that type of individual where, oh my god, you are it seems like you have so much going on. It seems like you do so much in your life, but at the same time, it seems like your life is not a mess. Somehow people are thinking somehow you are able to pull it all off and stay organized and live a successful life and have a beautiful personality along with a beautiful career and a beautiful family and a beautiful partner and beautiful kids and beautiful products. I don't know what you guys do for work, but it's that whole energy of like lots of people notice. It seems like you guys have a lot going on all the time, and yet you never crumble. So the amazing things that are being said about you is all of the above, and that you guys are really organized, and that you are the epitome of success, that you guys are the definition of what an ideal individual should be like. Whether this is true or not, okay, because this is a reading about what all the great things that are being said about you, more so what the truth of your life is, you know what I'm saying? So people feel like your life is this very dreamy, perfect, you know, it doesn't even seem real. Your life does not even seem real. You have miracles and blessings, so people feel like you always get what you want, and your life and yourself is just an extraordinarily blessed individual that you guys are. That's what all the great things being said about you. When it comes to work, people feel like you're super organized, that you get every single thing done, and that you're on top of everything that you possibly can be on top of. Let's see. Oh my gosh. You guys are a really magical individual. I feel like I already said that a few times, but you just got the Wonders cards, so people see you as this kind of magical unicorn type of individual where I feel like you guys are super charismatic as well. Your friend group, your family members feel like you're very colorful and you're very vibrant, and you have a lot of great ideas to share, and you have a lot of great things to add to conversations whenever they get into conversations with you, and you're full of wonder, you're full of hope, and you're full of positivity, and people absolutely love and adore you for that. You guys are risk takers. That's what some of the great things being said about you is. You guys are amazing risk takers, and people feel like the risks that you take are calculated, and that they are it's like things, there's this aura of people feeling like things always work in your favor. And so say you're buying a house and in a few years it triples or quadruples on the market. It's that whole energy of everything you touch turns into gold. Everything you touch turns into diamonds. Interesting. So here you are. I've actually never received this card before, and I've used this deck many times. I love this deck so much because I love the imagery. But look at this card we just pulled. You have Healing Chaos. So that tells me you guys are healers. You guys are very powerful individuals. I'm sure you do actually have a lot of going on in your life, because people notice that and they admire that about you, and they wonder how you're able to live such a full life and still be on top of it. How do you run a company and have, it's kind of like that Elon Musk energy where like, how does he have 8 wives and 20 to 30 children and trying to make humanity go to Mars and still make a company and make flamethrowers and still invent cars and make electric tunnels, and then also be making, you know, Neuralink and trying to put data into her brain, or you know what I'm trying to say. It's like, how are you guys doing this? People, it's in a really positive spin as well. People don't see this as a negative thing at all. Like, this is an insanely inspiring and admirable trait that you guys, pile number 2, have. That, okay, so back to this card here, Healing Chaos. This card tells me that you guys, whenever there's an issue, whenever there is a storm, metaphorically, whenever there's a storm, or if there is a problem, or there is just something is not going right, and you step into the room and you step into the situation, and somehow you magically solve it easily too. Somehow, some way, you just fix things naturally, gracefully, smoothly, and people are at complete awe in how you make these things happen. Pile number 2, you guys are insanely positive. Okay, wow. You guys are insanely powerful individuals, I want to say. People put you on a pedestal. Definitely some people put you on a pedestal, and then others just simply really admire you and respect you for who you are and what you do. And then, you know, there's people that look up to you. There's people that see you as an equal. The people that are just equally as successful, they really respect you as an equal in the workplace. You know, people really admire you. When it comes to romance, people want you left, right, and center, because you are everything that a lot of people could possibly ask for. Is your strength and your courage and your charisma, your personality, and what you've done for yourself in your life. And people can really see all of everything that you've created for yourself, and they just simply want a piece of that pie with you. That's where some people are coming from. So I got these 2 cards that both imply success and abundance. So I almost feel like this is a message for you specifically, pile number 2, and less about what people say about you. You guys, whether you guys are successful already or not, or whether you're there or not, you guys are bound to experience a lot of success in this lifetime. You're bound to experience a lot of abundance in this lifetime. So that is like the way you are. You're naturally going to fall into success and having the things that you want in your life. And the other thing about these 2 cards, you have literally the success and the abundance card. You have 2 highly prosperous cards that came out. So in terms of what people say about you, people feel like you're absolutely super successful. I am not surprised given what they already think about you. So naturally, with all your amazing traits, they find that you guys are really successful at life, really successful in your family, really successful in your personal life, and really successful in the work life and your health and everything and above. People do truly see you as a perfect specimen, as a human specimen. People see you as let me say that again. People see you as a perfect human specimen. And if they were to give an alien species an example of what an amazing human being would be, it would be you. Pile number 2. You are simply an absolute delight when it comes to interacting with you and working with you and being with you. You have this delicate nature to you. See this little birdie here? You have the flowers and the butterflies and nature just working in your favor. People see you as, yes, there's this delicacy when it comes to you because you are rare, because you are one of a kind. But at the same time, birds are very hardworking and they get things done. And you guys do get things done. And people know not to get in your way. If you want something, you're going to get it. So there's that. And people can see when you are ready to relax. You just know exactly how and when to relax. People feel like you're a very introspective person. People feel like you are able to... You guys are quite independent individuals, and people truly do say great things about you in that way, where people feel like you're not super needy. You can absolutely just sustain yourself in your own way, and people really admire that and say great things about how like pile number 2 is just really good at getting things done on her own or on his own, and you guys are able to live a very efficient and self-sufficient life as well. So that is the reading for you guys, pile number 2. I'm so honored to have read for you. If you enjoyed this reading, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. What is going on? How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. As always, if you're looking for a private reading, you can find my Etsy link in the description box below. And if you want to check out my online art gallery, you can find that in the description box below as well. So, pile number 3, let's look at what are all the great things being said about you. I feel like you guys are very understanding people. People say that you guys are understanding and you guys are caring and you guys know what's fair and what's right. When it comes to your energy, pile number 3, I feel like what people say when it comes to you is that you're very caring, but in a very, in a masculine way, in a almost fatherly way. Whether you're a guy or girl, doesn't matter. It's that masculine energy where it's protective, where it's nurturing, but in a powerful, strong way. So you have, so interesting. Have you guys gone through like a lot of changes in your life? Just always just shifting here and there and traveling maybe? People admire how you're able to shift through life so gracefully and make so many changes in your life and do it so well as well. Embracing, because we have that embracing card and you have the embrace the in-between. So, oh my god, okay, so you guys definitely must travel quite a bit, or even if it's not like physically traveling, it's that traveling between different versions of you as well. Okay, take it however this resonates, but we do have a lot of energy that I'm working with that are implying change and traveling and movement and evolution, and how people notice you go through these changes. What great things are being said about you is that, like, wow, this person is really living their life. Wow, pile number 3, they're just so good at making things happen. Pile number 3, you guys are so good at coming up with a plan and then actually doing it. You know, when people say they want to travel, but they just don't for some reason. But in your case, when you say you want to travel, you actually go and travel next week or tomorrow or as soon as possible, and people see you come up with these brilliant ideas and they see you executing it, and people wonder, you know, how is pile number 3 so you guys are you're just on it, you know, whatever you say is what you do. That's as simple and as straightforward as it gets. So again, you have flow. So again, this is more about, you know, the journey of life, and, you know, whether it's spiritually or physically, the way you move through life, people find it very admirable. The way you change jobs, the way you build businesses, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, I don't know. Just the way that you go through your career, the way that you go through friendships or relationships or travel plans. You just go through it extremely calmly, like unnervingly unnervingly calmly. The way you do things are graceful, it's smooth, it's you know, because you can see when someone's flustered or when they're just a bit stressed, or they're just, you know, when life, you know, ruffles your feathers a little bit, or when you go through these changes, and there's levels of anxiety sometimes that people experience, whereas in your case, pile number 3, when people see you go through all these changes and doing all these fun things in life, you do it so confidently and so, yeah, gracefully. I feel like I already said that. So you have the Courage card as well here. You guys are strong. That fatherly, that's masculine energy I was talking about earlier. This is you. This is you. Like, this is the imagery of what I was trying to say. You guys are this powerful crashing waves that come to the shore, that your energy is powerful. You make a big difference in everyone's life. What great things that are being said about you, pile number 3, is that you have the Elephant card. So elephants travel. Elephants keep going, and they don't even question it. You don't question your life. You know, a lot of people do question their life and what they're doing, why they're doing. But in your case, pile number 3, you just seem to just do it. You're all action. You're an action taker. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have fire sign placements, or maybe even earth sign placements, because the bright side of earth signs is that they're very action oriented and they get things done. They are all about action, and you know, the grounded reality of like what is life is the tangible results of things, and the material possessions of life, and all the great things that you can achieve in life is the earth sign energy. But fire sign energy, because you guys just are action oriented individuals, which is so admirable. And the great things being said about you is that people feel like you have an insanely bright future ahead because of all the experiences you put yourself through, how much you are willing to change and evolve as an individual. People feel like you're full of wisdom. So whenever they have something they want to ask, or if they want to take notes about when they, witness you or talk to you or interact with you, or even watching you on social media, they take notes because they admire the way you live and how you live and what you do for a living and where you go to travel and how you manage your resources. If you ever, let people in on the sort of your secrets on how to live life and all of those great little nuggets of wisdom that you guys have, pile number 3, people truly do take lots of notes when it comes to you and your life and how you go about it. You have the Going Forward card, and that was the bright future card that people see in you. Oh man. Again, bottom of the deck, we got the Protection card. So you guys are fully protected, and I feel like your family members, your relatives, your loved ones, your friends, and your partner, if you have one, they feel really protected by you. They feel like they've truly chosen the right partner when it comes to your energy in their life. They feel like you're this tree of life. And in this imagery, if you're looking and watching this video, there's thunder coming down on this tree, and you provide shelter to people. I don't know how you guys provide shelter to people, but it's that energy of, protection. You are a protector of your loved ones. You care about your friends, and somehow, some way, you do that for, I feel like, a handful of people. You do that for quite a few people, but in your inner circle, in your inner friends situation, like your family and friends and your loved ones, your close people in your life. Whenever thunder hits or whenever chaos happens, you seem to be able to successfully protect your loved ones from any of the chaos that life can bring them. You're absolutely you guys are great human beings, pile number 3. You're very forgiving. And I feel like this is why so many good things happen for you and to you, pile number 3, is because you do truly let things go. When you realize that something is out of your control, you let it go. And you just don't stress on it. You don't hold on to it. You don't hold grudges over it. You just simply let it go. You bless it and you let it go. And that's what you guys really do. And that's one of the many great things that are being said about you, pile number 3, is that people see that your energy is light. The way you talk is light. Not a lot of things faze you. You know, life is good when they hear you talk. You're relatively a positive person, and you know, you can, what I'm trying to say is that with some people you can feel their stress by the way they're talking. You can feel people's anxiety by the way they're talking. You can feel their sadness and their depression through the way they're talking sometimes. And when people hear you talk, pile number 3, in your case, people can feel that you're relaxed. People can feel that you trust yourself and life, and people feel that you are absolutely so confident in your ability to solve problems. People can hear the confidence. People can hear the loving, protective nature that you have for your close ones in your voice, and in the way you talk, and in the way you hold yourself, but mostly in the way you talk and how you carry your emotions through into your voice and your conversations, if you know what I mean. I think you guys know what I mean. You guys have the opportunity card, so I'm not surprised, because your energy really does draw in some fantastic, amazing opportunities. People do want to work with you. People do want to have the piece. It's not about having a piece of the pie in this case. It's more so people want to be a part of your beautiful journey that they're witnessing you live. Because it's a beautiful life that people see you having, and you're really good at upgrading businesses. You're really good at evolving in relationships. You're really good at adding value to people's life. And so people simply want to learn from you and be a part of that in any way, shape, or form. So you guys have doors opening up to you, and that's what one of the many great things being said about you is people see that people just want to, people naturally gravitate towards you. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are somewhat of a leader in a community, or you guys naturally have that in you to be leaders, whether you guys are leaders currently for something or anything, or not. But you know, whether you guys are actual leaders or not, you have people notice that people like to gravitate towards you, and they want to get to know you. People want to talk to you. So that is the reading I have for you guys, pile number 3. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading and this channel. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.